Hi everyone! Welcome to today's reading. If you were drawn to this reading, it's because your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides have a message for you. And a pretty urgent message at that because they stopped me in the middle of my workout so that I could go ahead and deliver these messages to you. So we're doing something a little different today. We have three piles to choose from. Pile number one is this dragon ring. Pile number two is the ghost Mickey. And pile number three is the dragon earring. So you can choose from these three objects or the three images in the beginning of the video. You can pause if you need some more time. I'm going to let the video run for a few more seconds, and the timestamps are down in the description box below. And I will meet you over at your reading. Hi, Pile 1. Those of you that were drawn to this dragon ring, welcome to your reading. I pre-shuffled out some oracles for you, so we'll start with these, and then we'll pull some tarot cards as we go. All right, first we got arrows. And then we got Fool. The light attributes fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. Shadow attributes using humor to wound rather than liberate, denial of your emotional truth. Next we have Monk Nun. Selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Shadow attribute, negative judgment of the physical world, excess piety. And then we have Inside Looking Out, number 38. We have Star Gathering, Stars Aligned, Remembering Home, Soul Family. And then we have The Dog, number 18. Air and Fire Dragon expands your creative energies, harness your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm, communicate your passion. And then we have Strength. So pile number one, there's a really heavy energy here about pursuing your spirituality, pursuing your spiritual work, to the absence of having a real social life. Um, Spirit is proud and grateful for the work that you're doing and for all the work that you've done. And, obviously your spirituality is very important to you. And Spirit is saying that, it's important to you for a reason. But at the same time, Spirit still wants you to have a life. Spirit, brought you into Earth and gave you a human body so that you can go have a human experience. Spirit wants you to go have fun. Spirit wants you to have relationships with people, whether that is platonic or friendship or romantic or, what have you. Like, there's a real big energy here about Spirit just asking you just to go out, go have fun. You don't have to work so hard all the time. You don't have to be so serious all the time. You don't have to be so inward all the time. There's a big, beautiful world out there that's full of experiences for you to have. And by you shutting yourself in and only choosing to do spiritual things, you're missing out on kind of like the bigger picture, and you're missing out on having good and fun experiences that would actually add to your spirituality and add to your perspective and add to your point of view. You can't learn everything about the physical world, about other people, by staying shut inside all the time. You have so much strength, so much fortitude to face any and every challenge that crosses your path. And it feels like there are times where you doubt yourself, or it feels like there are times when you choose not to go out into the physical world because you want to kind of avoid these pitfalls that other people might put you through. You're kind of like thinking like, when I'm by myself, I can kind of control what happens in my environment. I can control my experiences, but I can't control other people. And I think you value so much having this peaceful mind so that you can have a good connection with Spirit all the time, that you don't like when people come in and rock your boat. But Spirit is saying that by you getting out there and getting back into the world, it's actually going to expand your creative energy and your regular energy in general. And then over here, there's an interesting message I'm getting. There's a couple different messages here. So I'm going to start with the one that is only for some people. So this is only for certain people, and you know who you are. If you don't feel like this applies for you, obviously don't try to make it fit and don't get mad at me. This reading is for a lot of people. If you would like, a specific reading just for you, you can book one down below. But this message is going to be for certain people here. Um, but with Eros, the Fool, and the Dog, this is kind of pointing toward like unhealthy patterns in love and in relationships, possibly, you know, addictions in love and relationships. Um, this can also, with the Fool and the Dog, kind of talks about really kind of blindly devoting yourself to somebody, um, that at the end of the day isn't treating you properly. They aren't worth your time. They aren't showing you their true feelings. You feel like they're making a fool out of you. Um, when all you ever wanted to do was love them. The spirit is asking, if you could evaluate the place from which you approach these relationships. When you do find yourself falling for somebody, what is it about that person that is really attracting you to them? Is it how they look? Is it what they can provide for you? Um, because, like, yes, attraction is important. And if you're trying to build a family, of course, you want stability, right? But if those are your primary points of view when approaching a relationship, or your only points of view when approaching somebody for a relationship, um, that energy is a little bit distorted, and it doesn't create a good foundation for a solid relationship to bloom from. So that's why you kind of find yourself in these places of feeling really unsteady in these relationships, feeling really uncertain. And it's because there was never a sturdy foothold for these relationships to form. Um, and when you find yourself falling for somebody and you find yourself, having these feelings for people, ask yourself, what do you really know about this individual? How much do you really know about this person? If you can't say that you know a whole lot about who they are, how can you be so certain about your feelings for them? I think, as somebody who is very empathic, and very loving, it's very easy for you to see how you can work together with other people, especially if, you know, we're really attracted to an individual for one reason or another. The spirit's really asking you to really fall in love with a person's soul, and not with the idea of who you think somebody might be or who you will be together. Fall in love with the person for who they are right now in this moment, and understand who they are before you give yourself to them. And make sure they understand who you are. That's that's crucial. And I think that's been the missing piece in a lot of these past situations. You would do anything and everything for these individuals, but at the end of the day, sometimes it felt like they didn't even They didn't even know who you were. Your person who's meant for you is going to cherish you. They're going to treasure you. They're only ever going to want to uplift you and add value to your life. The same way that you seek to add to other people's lives. You're such a warm, loving soul. You never want to take from other people. You just want to give. Yet, you keep finding yourself in these situations with people who only want to take from you and you don't get anything in return. Spirit says it's time for that to change. And that changes by recognizing what we're worth, by recognizing how other people are treating us. You can never convince somebody to treat you any better than how they are already treating you. You can't convince anybody to show up any differently from how they are already showing up for you. It's kind of like how they say, like, well, if they wanted to, they would. If they wanted to, they would. Just like you. Just like how you go up above and beyond to help people, to do things for people, to make the people you care about smile and make them happy. There are people in this world that would do that for you in a heartbeat every day. And you deserve to line yourself up with these people. And they're coming with a star gathering here. But you have to choose that. And by choosing that, that means letting go of these other situations. I know it's tough to let go of these situations that you've invested so much time into. But Spirit's asking you, what would you rather have? Would you rather have a painful situation that continues to hurt you and doesn't serve you and continues to take and take and take? Or do you want somebody who is your equal, who's giving as much, if not more, than what you're giving into this relationship, who sees the divinity in you and seeks to honor it all the time? Somebody that never has to be told how to treat you. Let's pull some more cards and see what other messages Spirit has for you. Spirit, what does my pile number 1 need to know, please, right now? Excuse me. What's pile 1 need to know? Before we get some tarot cards, I actually want to pull one of these. What does my pile 1 need to know, please, Spirit? Thank you. What does pile 1 need to know, please, Spirit? Ooh. Alright, we have adaptation, the 7 of Pentacles, the Emperor, and Judgment. So with the Seven of Pentacles here, it feels like, excuse me, it's Mercury retrograde, y'all. With Seven of Pentacles, it feels like you're waiting on a manifestation. You're waiting on something to happen, and with the inside, looking out too, um, it feels like you may be growing a little bit impatient, and Spirit is asking you to adapt to your circumstances as best possible. The things that you want are coming for you. You just need to be a little bit more patient here, and develop more of the mindset of the Emperor. Be more like the Emperor, be in control of your thoughts, your feelings, while you wait for this to happen, and kind of focus on other areas of your kingdom while we wait for this to play out. And with the Judgment card here, it feels like you're going to get some sort of divine inspiration on some sort of project that you've been working on. Maybe that's what you're waiting for with the Seven of Pentacles here. And that's coming. You're definitely going to be waking up to a new point of view, or you're going to be getting that inspiration, that idea that's going to help take this project forward. Let's see if we can get some more information. What's this Judgment card about, please, Spirit? What's this Judgment card about? It's too many cards. I will acknowledge that, though. What's this Judgment card about? This Judgment card about? Ooh. Yeah, with the Two of Swords, you've been stuck with the Seven of Pentacles here. But Spirit is saying with the Six of Swords, you're going to be getting that inspiration that's going to be taking you forward and into a new path. And with the Hierophant here, it's kind of feeling like this has to do, excuse me, this has to do with a spiritual path. So yeah, if you've been working on like a spiritual business or trying to do spiritual work for other people and trying to just see that move forward, that's going to be moving forward for you very soon. It doesn't feel like Spirit wants to say much more than that. They just want you to know it's moving forward. Yeah, I hit this card. So harness your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm. Communicate your passion, period. All right, let me pull you an affirmation card. If this reading resonated with you, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe button, the notification bell so you can get all the readings when they're posted. If you're on Twitch, I'm on Twitch too, y'all. You should come hang out. We have a nice spiritual community going on there. We play video games. We talk about fitness. So if any of that is your jam, you should definitely come hang out. Also, if you're interested in booking a personal reading, the information for that is below as well. Very nice. I believe in myself. If someone you care about needed encouragement, you would show them support and faith. Then why wouldn't you do the same for yourself? Give yourself the same treatment you would give your best friend. Exactly. Feels like you've been being hard on yourself, pile one. The spirit's asking you to talk to yourself the way that you would talk to other people. You would never, 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 never talk to somebody who came to you looking for help the way that you talk to yourself. So spirit's asking you to use that voice on yourself. Use the voice that you use on other people on yourself. And watch the magic unfold. See how much that starts to benefit you. See how much you start to grow after that. Thank you so much for being here, pile number one. It was a blessing to read for you today. Again, if this reading resonated with you, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're on Twitch, I hope to see you on Twitch, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile two. Welcome to your reading. You were drawn to little ghost Mickey over here. So I pre-shuffled your oracles, and then we will get some additional cards. First up, we got the thread. Next, we have Queen. Light attributes radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. Shadow attributes becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling, and demanding. Next, we have the one who hides the sun. And then we have Seraphim's Gateway, voice activation, angelic attunement, divine support. The Ring. Golden Orange Dragon expands your light for ascension. Be a peaceful warrior, help those in need, remember your magnificence. Then we have Dark Blue Galactic Dragon, helps you listen to the voice of the universe, ignite the codes of your master blueprint, access cosmic wisdom, and enter higher service. Sorry about the glare, y'all. There, that's a little better. And then last we have Reframe. I'm pretty sure I know what this is saying. Let me just pull some clarifying cards. Spirit, can I have some clarifying cards, please, for um Okay, yeah. All right, all right, all right. Okay, pile number two. Um, so this is a heavy reading also. With the thread, the one who hides the sun, and the ring, and queen, it feels like energetically, pile number two, you are still connected to, still attached to a very toxic person, toxic situation, whether or not you are, still involved with this individual, excuse me, Mercury retrograde, um, whether or not you are still involved with this individual, there are threads right now that are tying you together. And it feels like, it's like even if you're not interested in this person, you're not talking to this person, you're not even looking in their direction, it feels like they're looking for you and they're looking at you. And because of that, they're tugging on your energy. And I can't help but notice how, see how this person on this card is pulling on this red thread, right? And the queen is red. So it's like this person is just like tugging on your energy. And if you're new to the channel, I don't do genders here, I do energies. So the queen is you, whether you identify as male or female. I'm just getting this to represent you. Um, this represents you. You are a divine authority. You are somebody who has power over, your life, power over your kingdom. You have full authority over yourself. And this person knows that and they see that and they are jealous of that. They are envious of your son. So whenever it was that you guys were together or when you were dealing with this person, they tried to hide your son. They tried to hide your light. And it's like it's kind of like now that they're not able to do that anymore, they it's driving them crazy and they can't stop thinking about you. And I don't mean to laugh. It's just I don't know, man. Like they need help. But spirit is asking you also like to cut these cords, cut these attachments, do what you can to sever these ties, even though I know for a lot of you, you're definitely in no contact with this person. But it's like energetically, there's something that y'all is still binding the two of you. Um, and with it's like with the ring here, it's just keeping you guys bound. And it's like also with the ring, you guys had a karmic contract to come down here and teach each other lessons in this lifetime. Um, but now, now it's time to let that go. You have learned your lesson and you are integrating your lesson. This person has not yet learned their lesson, and they're not going to until those cords are completely severed. Um, so if you know, I know not everybody that reads does has tarot readings, practices magic, but if you could do like a cord cutting ceremony or something like that, or if you have anything that still belongs to this person, either give it back or throw it out, um, and block them, like block all communication with them. You don't need to hear anything from them anymore. Um, And as soon as you are completely rid of this energy, um, your light is only going to expand so much more. You are only going to ascend so much further. And right now, I'm getting like, even if some of y'all are done with this person, it's like maybe once in a while you guys think of like, oh, like let me check on their social media just to see. Like, no, don't do it. Do not do it, because then that's you tugging on their cords, and they're gonna feel it. You have to let this go. There's so much more in this world that's waiting for you. So much bigger and better and brighter things that are waiting for you other than this dark situation with this person who doesn't want your light to be shown to the world. So much more. And Spirit's asking you to see that with the reframe card here. You know, I'm getting like, for a lot of you, because of what this individual put you through, you have kind of given up on relationships in general, whether they be friendships or romantic relationships or family. Um, and Spirit is really asking you to try your best to reframe your point of view, reframe your position on this, because you can't let what one person did, or for a lot of you, I'm getting it wasn't just this one person that has been bad to you. You've had a series of people who treated you very poorly. But Spirit is asking you to try your best to see that not everybody is like that, that there are good people still out there in this world, and you're one of them, right? So if God was capable of making you, don't you think God was capable of making other people who also resonate in your frequency, who are capable of treating you with love and respect, who are capable of treating you the way that you treat other people? Open yourself up to the possibility that there are others like you. Yeah. And then you have Seraphim's Gateway, Voice Activation, Angelic Attunement, Divine Support. And Dark Blue Galactic Dragon helps you listen to the voice of the universe, ignite codes of your master blueprint, access cosmic wisdom, and enter higher service. So 2 messages here about your voice, about finding your voice, about listening to the voice of the universe. So with Seraphim's Gateway, Angelic Attunement, your angels specifically are really guiding you, and they're really connected to you, and they're really protecting you from anything and everything that wishes to hurt you and to bring you down. But they can only do so much. They can only protect you so much from other people. If you are willingly putting yourself into situations with people who are going to hurt you, there's only so much that they can do. So Spirit is asking you to listen. Listen to the voice of the universe when they speak to you. Listen to the voice of your angels when they are speaking to you, when they are warning you against a certain person. Don't let your angels tell you 2, 3, 4, 5 times about a certain person. They're asking you to listen the first time, and you're going to prevent yourself from experiencing a lot of hurt and a lot of trauma. They're asking you to take a look back at the last person that they tried to warn you about. How many warnings did you let slide before it was too late? There wasn't like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. There were many, many things that they tried to bring to your attention that wasn't okay about what this person was doing to you. And because you try to believe the best in people, you kept forgiving this individual when Spirit was asking you to protect yourself. Like they said, they can only protect you so much. And you cannot convince other people to treat you how you're worth. How other people treat you is how they treat you. That's just how they're going to show up. and you can't convince them to do any differently because that's not how they are. When somebody shows you who they are, believe it. Let's pull some tarot for you. You want to know something really funny? I just realized because you had the ghost Mickey over here. I'm just realizing I'm like, this is a relationship where either somebody got ghosted, or if you didn't ghost this person, spirit is asking you to ghost this person. Sometimes it is okay to ghost people. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing it all the time, but if somebody just continues to hurt you, or if explaining yourself to somebody is only going to put you in a situation where you're not safe, or it's going to mess with your mental health, sometimes ghosting is the best option. Um, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is, right? Um, anyway, that's the reason why I didn't, what's it called? I didn't want to use crystals for this reading because every time I use crystals, the energy of the crystal is the energy of the reading. And I picked the Mickey Mouse ghosty, and the reading ends up being about being ghosted, or ghosting somebody, or needing to ghost somebody. Anyway, if this reading resonated with you so far, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe, click the notification bell so you're notified when all my videos are posted. If you're on Twitch, I'm on Twitch too. Come hang out with me. We have a cool spiritual community. We do tarot readings, we talk about spiritual stuff, and we play video games and do fitness stuff. If any of that sounds interesting. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, information for that is down below as well. All right, we got the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Seven of Swords. Is that it? Let me get one more. I have one more card, please, Spirit. And the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so Spirit is really just kind of reaffirming the message here of the like reframe card and trying to shift your point of view. With the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, Spirit is asking you, you know, instead of approaching a situation full charge and full force with a lot of passion, to really take your time and think things over, and think about how, you know, how will this plant grow in your garden? Is it going to work, you know, with all the other plants, or is it an invasive species, or is it going to attract a certain bug that is going to be bad for its neighbors, or is it prone to a certain kind of mold that is really detrimental to, you know, their neighbor, you know, that sort of thing. Like, instead of going full force into it, think about it. And instead of jumping through hoops for people, let people jump through hoops for you. Let them. Think about it. If you are out here jumping through hoops for people willingly without them asking you to, just because that's the goodness in your heart, are there not people out there that would do that for you? And if you think not, Spirit wants you to address those thoughts of worthiness inside your head that make you feel like you are not worthy of that sort of treatment, because you absolutely are, especially if you are out here giving it to other people. You deserve to have somebody who treats you the way that you are treating other people. And it's more than possible. And with the Four of Cups and Six of Swords, I'm really kind of drawn how they're both kind of like facing away here. So Spirit is really asking you, not to look away from this problem, to face it head on, because once you tackle this problem, once you tackle this issue, it really is going to open up those other doors for you. And Spirit is asking you and reminding you with the Four of Cups to please be open to their ideas and their perspective on things, especially when you feel so stuck and down in the muck, and you're out here getting tarot readings. It feels like Spirit is trying to communicate these things to you, and sometimes you listen and sometimes you don't. Spirit is really asking you to hear these messages. With voice activation, your angel's voice is trying to get through to you. And with the Six of Swords, they're trying to show you the way. They're trying to show you a good way forward. But you need to be listening and you need to be open to their ideas. And with the Ten of Wands and the Two of Pentacles, Spirit is asking you again not to put everything on yourself. You cannot be doing all the work out here. Let other people do the work. Let other people show up. Trust other people to show up for you. Trust other people that other people are capable of showing up for you. If you're already assuming that the other person is incapable of loving you the way that you deserve to be loved, you're already putting that person into a box. You're already calling a certain person forward. Open up your mind to new possibilities. Open up your mind to new people. In the Two of Pentacles, everything is about balance. You don't need to be working so hard. You don't need to be putting out so much energy. You don't need to carry all the weight in the relationship. A good, healthy, loving partner is going to pick up the slack. They're going to see where, where they need to be helping you. They're going to be seeing the holes that need to be filled, and they're going to take care of it without you having to say anything. And with the Seven of Swords over the reframe card, something that I'm getting, it's really just reconfirming the message about reframing your point of view, because a lot of the times with the Seven of Swords, people see this card as somebody who is lying, cheating, stealing, but the original message of the Seven of Swords, or I guess rather not the original message, but in the Rider-Waite Tarot, what the individual is doing is they are strategizing. So the person that you see is in an enemy camp, and they are trying to get the upper hand in a battle that they're about to face against this army or this opponent, right? And they know that they don't have necessarily what it takes to defeat this opponent, but they really, really need to, because lives are literally at stake here, right? So, in order for them to give themselves the best fighting chance they have, they send in somebody to come in and take some of their weapons. So, yes, the individual is stealing, but they're stealing for a higher purpose. So the other message of the card is strategizing, is being able to think and plan ahead, and being able to strategize well with the cards that you're given. So That's a reframing of the Seven of Swords, right? So, again, just a message about reframing, being able to shift your perspective, shift your point of view. It's really, 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 really going to help bring in some major changes into your life. Before you go, I'm going to pull you an affirmation card. But don't forget that if this reading resonated with you, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hey, look at that. Pile 2. I am enough. Whenever you look in the mirror, Pile 2, I want you to say this to yourself. I am enough. You are more than enough. You are way more than enough. Are you kidding me, Pile 2? You are like, for a lot of people, you are somebody's dream. Not somebody, a lot of people's dreams. You're more than enough. Remember that. Compared to no one. We all have our own journey and our own rhythm. It's okay to want more from yourself, but be gentle with yourself in the process. Be your own supporter rather than your own enemy. Thank you so much for being here with me today, pile number 2. Again, if you liked your reading, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. It really, really helps out the channel. If you're on Twitch, I hope to see you on Twitch. If you are interested in a personal reading, the information is down below. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Those of you that were drawn to this dragon earring, welcome. We're looking at what messages Spirit has for you today. Urgent messages from Spirit. I've shuffled out your oracles, and then we will get some tarot as we go along. First up, we got the Mother. Next up, we have Knight. Light attributes loyalty, romance, and chivalry. A love of honor. Shadow attributes allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle. Romantic delusions. Next, we have everything you need too soon. Abundance downloads, regeneration, success, the central sun. Heart soars, all encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, serenity. The Cross, number 36. The Child, number 13. Interesting, you have the mother and child. Kuan Yin's Pink Dragon brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. See all your cards dissolved by transcendent love. Enjoy your freedom. Look for the divine around you. Gold and Silver Violet Flame Dragon transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic, and healing. Offer service under grace. And last but not least, we have patience. So, pile number 3. Um, this is talking about, well, Spirit is acknowledging with the mother, the child, and the cross here. There were definitely some wounds that developed in childhood that have been a really big burden for you um, throughout your life. But it feels like you have done a really good job overall, kind of facing these challenges and overcoming them and transmuting them as they come along. Um, so Spirit really, really wants to commend you for that. They really do. Um, you crushed it. That being said, it feels like to you, um, you are wondering. I think you kind of recognize the same thing, that you have come so far and you've conquered so many challenges when it comes to these wounds and these traumas, right? But every once in a while, they still crop up, and these energies crop up, and you are hard on yourself about your kind of your response to them, or you are hard on yourself for them even coming up in the first place. But Spirit wants you to know that that's just a part of life. Things are going to happen to us, and we don't have a choice necessarily in the things that happen to us, but we have a choice in how we respond to them. We have a choice in how we process them. Um, yeah, and we have a choice in how we react to them and how they allow them to affect us. And you have been doing great. There is really nothing Spirit wants you to change necessarily about your approach to these issues. Um, so they just want you to know there's no reason to be hard on yourself the way that you're being hard on yourself whenever it is something does come up. It's okay. They're saying it's so okay. And Spirit's also saying, kind of like, because you didn't have a stable environment in your childhood, or for some of you in particular, you might have had a situation where your mother was very unstable. I'll only take that if it resonates. Um, and because of that, you always tried to show up for her or whoever it was around you that was unstable, that was sort of a caretaker to you, or somebody that you had to look up to as a child. Um, and you did what you could to try and make them happy. You did what you could to try and show them that you loved them because you were a kid, and that's the only thing that you knew how to do to help them. And it's like none of it. I'm tearing up a little bit, pile 3. But just connecting to your childhood self, really trying to show up for this person. But it was never your responsibility. It was never your responsibility to take care of this person's happiness. Uh, it was the responsibility of the adults in your life, to be adults and to show up for you and to provide a safe space for you and to show you that you are loved. And Spirit, you know, Spirit, Angel, God, your ancestors, they're all up there and they are so sorry that you had to go through this, that this had to be a part of your experience. Uh, but again, they want to acknowledge that you crushed it. Um, and now it's time to let go of this hurt place, this childhood place where you feel like you had to show up and be something for everybody, um, where you feel like you have to um, heal people's hearts, uh, and heal the wounds in their souls. People's asking, people, spirit is asking you to let it go and understand that people need to know how to show up for themselves, and that's a part of their journey. Oof. And then, excuse me, jeez. With everything you need too soon. Excuse me. Well, we'll get back to that one. You have Kuan Yin's pink dragon brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. See all your cards dissolved by transcendent love. Enjoy your freedom. Look for the divine around you. And then Heart of Source, all encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, serenity. So this is spirit coming in to say that because of all the healing that you've done, um, you have kind of like up leveled your heart chakra, up leveled yourself to be in a place of divine love and divine healing. Um, and spirit is bringing in, like they said, brings in firm love that resets your karmic balance. So this beautiful light pink light has come into your life to fill and transmute all that dense and heavy energy, um, which is beautiful, and it's allowing more and more to come in because of that. And Spirit wants you to know that you are always surrounded by their divine love and light. And if you ever feel like you are alone or you need love in this world, they are literally always right there. You just have to call out and just ask them, to make themselves known. But they're here and they're loving with you and they are guiding you every step of the way. Yeah, and with the gold and silver violet flame dragon transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. They are helping to transmute all of that negative, dense, heavy energy into good, fortunate, prosperous energy with everything you need to soon. And the central sun, abundance downloads, regeneration, success. So you are well on your way to success here, pile number 3. And you are on your way to success because you listened to what spirit God, the angels, the universe, your spirit guides were telling you. Um, they've been guiding you in, what directions to go. They've been giving you downloads as to what to do, what projects to invest in, and you've been listening. Um, and even though things have, shown a little bit of success here and there, it feels like things haven't really paid off the way that you were expecting to or the way that you've been told by Spirit. But Spirit is asking you to be patient because it's coming in. Trust these downloads that you're getting, these abundance downloads. They were for you for a reason. And with everything you need too soon, this card, it's literally like, get ready. um, so they started trickling stuff in for you a little bit at a time, just so you could kind of get used to it a little bit. But what's the saying, right? When it rains, it pours. So get ready for it to pour. Get ready for it to pour, but all with some good stuff. You don't see it coming now, but it's coming for you. You better get ready. Let's pull a couple tarot cards for you and see what's up. All right, Spirit, Pile number 3, please. What urgent messages do you have for my pile 3? All right, first up we got Temperance, and it's so funny because um this card reminds me of the Temperance card. Patience, which is the message of Temperance overall. And we got the Ten of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. All right. So with Temperance here, again, Spirit is just asking you to be patient, remain tempered in your emotions while you wait for these things to pan out. With the Ten of Swords here, again, it's just reaffirming like you're being kind of way too hard on yourself. And Spirit's asking you to let go, relax, have fun. Ease up on yourself. It's okay. Um, Swords are thoughts. So it's like all these thoughts are in your back and they've kind of done you in here, right? But I'm really drawn to how this guy's throwing up the peace sign right now. Spirit's asking you to really try to mellow out, like how this one's a hippie right now, right? So really try to mellow out, find that peace and relaxation and temperance inside of yourself. Um, that is a balance that you really need to bring into your life right now. And with the Five of Pentacles, what I'm getting here, it's like you feel like you are alone, like you don't have any help. Um, but Spirit is saying, um, there's a whole church here ready to help you. There's a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of loving, supportive people who are literally there to help you. So don't be afraid to reach out to the people around you if you're struggling, if you're having a hard time, if you just need somebody to talk to. Um, you have more help available to you than you realize, and it's funny. Like I I won't say who, but there are people in my life, and the more than one. So it's not like one or two people, but there's a few people in my life who complain a lot about how they don't have they don't have support or they don't have anybody to complain to. And I'm like, I literally heard you tell the same exact story to 5 people today. Like for you to even have 5 people to talk to is a blessing. And like how can you say that you don't have support and like you're literally talking to all these people, like so who are they to you? You know what I mean? So it's like when you're not leaning into the people around you and into your actual support system, and when you say things like that, when you say things like, oh, I don't feel like I have actual friends around me or this and that, and like you're talking to people about it, it's like, bro, then who am I? Who am I? Like, I've been listening to you for a half hour complain about how you have no friends. Like, I can go somewhere else. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to be here listening to you. But like, that's what Spirit's asking you. Like, kind of like change your perspective, open up your eyes. You know, there are people around you who are willing to help you. And with the Ace of Wands, and it's funny how like I have the Ace of Wands here, and this thing, it's almost like shooting up out of the Ace of Wands. That light. Um, it's a message of following your dreams, following your passion, following your divine inspiration. Um, when you have that spark of inspiration, when you get that idea, go forward with it, produce something out of it, make something out of it. Spirit gave that to you for a reason, and they want you to go with it. Um, so go with it. Okay, let me pull you an affirmation card. Um, if this reading resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're on Twitch, I'm on Twitch too. Come check me out. I don't know if I said this all earlier. Couldn't hurt. Say it again. All right. Ooh. What I seek is seeking me. The universe is so generous that it can't wait to send your way whatever is necessary to help you in your journey. Just open your mind, the door that leads you to infinite possibilities, and accept that you are an unlimited being. Amen. Thank you so much for being here with me today, pile 3. Again, if you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope to see you on Twitch. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, the information for that is down below. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye.